Welcome to Coffee Habit number 2. This is the last video I'm going to make tonight. It is called Acceptance. Alright, so if you've been paying attention to the video before this video, I've touched on some stuff about my crush, the flawlessly beautiful and dangerously sexy Zeta Zhang, who does not know I exist, and how much I would kill to be the lucky man who gets to marry her. I still have a snowball's chance in hell, but a snowball's chance is still a chance. But this isn't about her, and I hope she's well wherever she is. Here's the thing, man. In every relationship that I've ever been in, I've been the relationship guy. I've been the fully committed idiot. Alright? I've never cheated on a girl. I've always been cheated on by the girl. I've never disrespected the girl or her parents or anything in that thing. And every girlfriend I've ever had have been some disrespectful ass women. Alright? I'm not going to use the B word. They didn't earn it. They just weren't honest. And this is why I said acceptance. I can accept. Check this out. I can accept that Forge is a Cheyenne, Native American superhero, Vietnam vet, an X-Man, a hero. Something I will never be, the hero part, or the X-Man. I can accept Dani Moonstar, Cheyenne woman, no relation to Forge, not from the same band or the same tribe, but when he first spotted her in New Mutants, he outed her. Yeah, you're a Cheyenne. I can also accept that this body and this body also belong to Dani Moonstar, and the fact that they shouldn't be taller than Jubilee, because all three of those girls are roughly about 5'1" to 5'3". Jubilee is 5'1". Renee St. Clair is also 5'1". I don't want to buy another one of these bodies to put their heads on. No. But Dani Moonstar is every bit of 5'7", 5'8". Give or take a couple of retcons. You know, her chokers all up in her neck. It's supposed to be there, but not all the way up there. Sorry, y'all. Anyway, let's talk about acceptance. Alright? As a grown-ass man, I learned real fucking quick, especially when it comes to dealing with girls and women, that you have to accept any decision that they choose to make. Whether you like it or not, you have to accept it. Why does Jubilee not look Chinese? Okay, sorry, I can accept that too. That seems to be a Marvel trope, because Jinx only looks Chinese in the mask. Side note, Jinx actually Japanese. Her damn name is Kim Arashikage. Unrelated. I can accept the fact that I can control where I stick my dick. Alright? I can't control whatever girl I'm having sex with that's my girlfriend. If she leaves the house and wants to fuck somebody else, there ain't a damn thing I can do about it but accept it. I would like to know what kind of relationship we are in before we get into a relationship. If it's going to be a one-sided relationship where you're using the fuck out of me, that is unacceptable. And I don't want that. I want a real relationship. Now, if we're going to be in a relationship where we're swingers and we both get to go fuck other people, I can live with that. But there's going to be some motherfucking rules. You, the female, aren't going to get pregnant by some other asshole and tell me it's mine and I'm going to have to raise it. Because I spent the bulk of my life raising kids that my dick didn't create. I have siblings that are younger than me. I've had to help them, and I had to turn around and help their kids. Because they've had kids with pieces of shit who only wanted them for fucking, and they weren't smart enough to catch that trope. Which would make me a dangerous female, because if I'm a female, I'm going to lay down a law like this. I don't want a baby from you. We're going to fuck, and you're going to get the fuck out of my house. It's not that damn difficult. Yeah, they're going to call me a whore. Fuck them. I didn't get paid. I like the shit that I was doing. It's not that difficult. Own who the fuck you are. Just because you like sex does not make you a whore or a slut. The world gives you those labels. You don't have to tell motherfuckers that you slept with the bastard in the first place. And denial is a thing. It is what it is. But as a man, I had to accept the fact that somebody out there got a bigger dick than mine. They might have better licking skills. Ain't a damn thing I can do but get mad or accept it. I will be mad, but I can't accept it. Because here's that thing. If you know what kind of relationship you are in, then it's not going to be a problem. If we're just fuck buddies, and you know that we're just fuck buddies, I have the right to know that too. So that I don't go off the handle if I come to the house and catch you fucking some other dude. No, I'm sorry for the abrupt language, but you guys are going to get the whole 1,000 in this bitch today. Because I have been cheated on by every girlfriend I've had. I can't swear to my ex because I never caught her. Other people have seen her with other people. It doesn't mean that they were fucking or they just weren't caught fucking. But you can't jump to conclusions. It was something I learned in G.I. Joe when Flint thought that Lady J was cheating on him, but she wasn't. You see how that works? Sometimes what you saw ain't what you saw. Now, it's different when you come home and see your girl balls deep on a motherfucker, riding up and down. Now, I've been blessed not to catch that. One girl I have respect for because she literally brought her new boyfriend to my porch. So I respect her for that. But I don't respect her for the fact is that she could have just broke up with me and got the shit over with. Now, she told me she needed space. We're 12. So, you know, kids do dumb shit. And then she brings him to my house. I hope he still has the scar on his chin from when I launched him off with the tip of my boot. We had 2 steps on the porch. He missed them both because he was on the James Williams Express. Alright? Year and some change later, dating a girl with the same age, 14. Her father and my father were best friends. They had wedding plans for us, buddy. And then I was staring down the barrel of a gun of a 23-year-old. Now I'm good. I'm real good at fighting. But I ain't bulletproof. I know how reality works. Alright? If I'm beating your ass in the film, that's because it's written that way. If I'm getting my ass beat in the film, that's because it's written that way. If we fight in the streets, hey yo, I do not have to be merciful. And I don't have to beat you to kill you, which is the motto on which I live by. It's going to be a hell of a lot easier for me to kill you than it is going to be for me to beat your ass. You might not believe that shit, but I'm 5'3" and I can't be fucking with you. If we are going to get into a fight, I'm not fighting to win. I'm fighting to end your shit. I'm breaking everything that I can get a hold of. Elbows, kneecaps, your neck, whatever the fuck did you leave open. It's mine. It's mine. Because I'm a tiny man. I'm 5'3". I'm the biggest target no matter where I walk because everybody bigger than me think they can whoop my ass. Everybody. Everybody thinks they can whoop my ass because I'm 5'3". So they just know he's not dangerous at all. He's just a little tiny guy. Dynamite come in small packages too. You have been warned. So after he put the gun to me, my dad had him marked. So he's like, yo, you kill my son, I kill you. It's a win-win, you know, because you ain't going to be back. How would you say you was again? My dad, he's a little bit taller than me. But he was when he was breathing. He's like 5'6", 5'7". So he had the gun up here behind the closed door, but you could see the barrel. And he had the guy perfectly lined up. Said, you need to get on your 10 speed and roll the fuck out. And he clicked it. And dude didn't click his gun when he pointed at me. So he slowly put his gun down, got on his 10 speed, and rolled the fuck out. I didn't cry. I was scared, but I wasn't scared. And that was the first time that a gun was pointed at me. Alright? Alright? Now, I understand. That's the first time a gun was pointed at me. It's the only time a gun was pointed at me over a girl. Was the first time a gun was pointed at me. 14 years old. You know. My dad walked her home and told her dad what the fuck happened. Her dad was not happy that his 14-year-old was dating a 23-year-old. My dad told me, hey son, don't talk to her no goddamn more. You could have died today. Had I not had a gun, he probably would have shot you. No, I didn't speak to her no more. And as for the girl who I kicked the boyfriend off. I speak to her no more either. And yes, both of these young ladies were black. I learned after that I am not going to be lovable by black women. I stopped dating them after that. I learned a very valuable lesson that day. And no, not all black women are the same. But goddamn it, I'm not taking that fucking chance ever the fuck again. But also, on the flip side, black women wouldn't date me anyway until I started dating white girls. And then I would hear, oh, you think you're too good for us now. But all the years I kept trying to date black women, it was like, we don't date half-breeds. We don't date half-breeds. You ain't even a real brother. You just one of them other mothers. Like, so I couldn't win. I couldn't win. Either way, I pissed off somebody black, so it didn't really matter. Now, I had to accept stuff like that. I've learned to adapt. I've learned to adjust. After my ex broke up with me, I was in a little bit of a situationship, but she used me. Everybody else continued to use me, and that's pretty much it. And then a couple of years back, there was another situationship, and now I'm just fuck it, you know. If I'm lucky enough to get a girl, good. If not, good, you know. But the thing about acceptance is, this is the one thing you're gonna have to accept. You can only control one body in this universe, and that is the one you are living in. You don't have to cheat. You choose to cheat. And now, granted, there are some women that are fucking irresistible. And while I'm single, if they are willing, I am willing too. But the second that I get a girlfriend, that shit's over. I belong to her, and hopefully she feels the same as she belongs to me. I would like to know that before the relationship goes too far, like my last one, where I put 2 years into this girl. Got the rings. Got ready to get on my knees, and what I got was, relationships are overrated, and you can't come see me anymore. That's it. Now, I did mention earlier that the girl that got me almost killed. So I'll tell you the next time there's someone who put a gun to me, and then we're going to end the video. So the next time somebody put a gun to me, it was a cousin of mine. Now, we had just buried his uncle, which was another cousin of mine. Because his uncle is my cousin, and the child that put the gun to me was his older sister's firstborn son. So, I was walking home one night, and my brother and his 2 cousins, I guess they thought that I was going to be scared, because we just buried their cousin. All of them were around. I was at work when the incident went down where we lost my cousin. So, coming home, and this little fucker walks up on me with his butterball ass. He says, oh, you think you're a badass? You think you're a badass? You think you're a bad motherfucker, huh? Pulls out the gun. Points it at my chest. And I looked at him and I said, hey, look, I ain't scared of death. And I know that none of y'all New York motherfuckers can whoop my ass. So go ahead. Do what you gotta do. You better not miss, and you better kill me. Because if you don't, today will be the last day that you see this planet. So my brother and his 2 cousins, they had that shit perfectly timed. It wasn't until I got ready to beat the boy ass I found out that the weapon wasn't loaded. That cherry bomb went off and my left leg got shaken. I didn't shit on myself because there was nothing in my stomach to release. But I just knew I had got shot. I'm doing this number, and he's at point blank range. The gun is like literally right at my chest. And I'm like, oh, motherfucker, you missed. You missed at point blank range. You are going to die. And he didn't know who he had fucked with. Because everybody keeps thinking that I'm this little bitch. And I went to grab him. And my brother, who's the same age as my dumbass cousin, maybe a few years younger, definitely like a year or 2, if not 3 years younger. And his 2 uncles and cousins come running around. One was his uncle, one was his cousin. As far as I know. I could be wrong. They both might have been his fucking cousin. I don't really give a fuck because I earned their motherfucking respect that night. Because I went to grab him and said, it's a joke. The gun's not loaded. The gun's not loaded. And I looked at all 4 of them. And I said, let me tell y'all motherfuckers something. I've had the worst life that anybody can ever fucking have. I do not fear death because it's going to happen. But if any one of you motherfuckers ever fuck with me again, I will kill each and every last fucking one of you. And that includes my younger brother. Because you should be on my side instead of your cousins from New York. I have forgiven, and they have never bothered me again. Every now and again, they come out their mouth sideways. It's like, you know what, man? I already know y'all can't whoop my ass. Because if you could, you would have done it. And you would continue to attempt it. But I meant what I said that night. And they have never fucked with me since. And that's the thing about a lot of people that you gotta understand. There are some people you can fuck with, and you will continue to be able to fuck with them. But us motherfuckers that have been through some shit, us motherfuckers who have been bullied, who have been jumped, and all kinds of, yeah, I've been jumped. I won both of those fights. Each time I've been jumped, I've been the victorious one. Actually, it was more than 2 times. I've been jumped about 3 or 4 times. But I've won them all, so it doesn't really fucking matter. So, somebody who's been through some shit is not the guy you can fuck with. Now, yeah, you got a gun. The smart thing is for me to give you your shit. But see, the thing is, you would never in your life think that family would hurt you. And you would be wrong. And this is why I am the way I am towards family and everybody. If you got a gun, and I know you got a gun, don't turn your back on me. Especially if you're going to rob me. Don't turn your back on me. You get my money and everything, you better walk out. You better be backing up. Like this, you better be backing all the way the fuck up. You better be backing up to where there's a wall or something that you can turn and run. And when you run, you better run like hell. Because I'm coming right behind you. Because if I die, it's fine. I don't have children, I don't have a legacy, and nobody's going to remember me when I'm gone. But you know who's going to remember me? You're going to remember me. Because I'm going to be that motherfucker that haunts you in your dreams every night until you either confess or you kill yourself. And when you kill yourself, whether you go to heaven or hell, I will be coming for you. And God can't save you, and Jesus can't save you. Because once we're both dead, we're on even playing fields. And I will hunt you. And I will hunt you for taking my life. And I will destroy you. For your hell would be simple. You going to hell to hide? I'm not scared of the devil. The devil used to be an angel at one point. I'm going to beg him to let me come to hell. And I'm going to find you. And I'm going to make you wish you were never ever born. And I will enjoy my afterlife of torturing and maiming and destroying you every day for a motherfucking eternity. Can't beat that shit. Sounds like a plan. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'm Echo Fan Grey Wolf. This is Kung Fu Habit number 2. Be seeing.